We meet again, people. We meet again every day around the same time. We talk about what's going on in Housewives and Hot Topics. Today is no different. Before I get started, if you haven't already signed up for Perry's Hotline, don't forget to do that. The phone number is 1-702-553-3288. All right, let's get into our hot topic. So, what are you talking about today, Sharrell? Glad you asked. This is what we're talking about. We're talking about this whole Kanye West and Kim Kardashian fight that they had going this morning. She's accusing him of being on drugs. He's accusing her of playing head games with him. This is getting, I don't know what the words we say. Annoying, serious, childish. There you go. 3 words rolled into one. That's what it's getting, people. And then we're going to talk about Mary Cosby. Page 6 reported this morning that Mary Cosby will be filming for the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. We'll get into that. And then, this is going to break my heart. Reports are surfacing that it is chaos behind the scenes. They really want to fire her, and Whoopi would rather quit than them to fire her. This might happen, people. I don't know. We'll have to talk about it. So let me go ahead, play my intro, allow more people into the room, and then we'll get. I already did that. I'm losing my mind. Wait, let's start. I can't believe I did the intro twice. Then I just realized. All right, let's talk about this Kim Kardashian thing first. Okay, so do you guys remember? Do you guys remember I made a video? I don't know. I lose track of time, but some time ago about Kim K and Northwest being on social media. I said she should be off. Kim said it was driving her crazy, it being on. Mason, remember Courtney's little boy, came out and said that North should be off of social media because she was, giving us tours of the house, letting us see all the stuff she has in her closet. That's just prime for anybody that wants to rob them. She should not be on social media. And I said that. Everybody dragged me for filth. Shut up, Sharrell. She's allowed to live her life. Okay, fine. So I wasn't the only one who felt that way. So this morning, Kanye came out, and this is what he posted. He was frustrated because North was on TikTok. He says, since this is my first divorce, I need to know what I should do about my daughter being put on TikTok against my will. That's what he posted, okay? Those were his feelings. I don't know why he went to TikTok. I went to social media to talk about it, but he did. Okay? We'll get into this. This is a kind of a crazy story. So then Kim Kardashian responded. She never, ever, ever, rarely. I can't remember Kim having any arguments on social media. If I'm wrong, let me know in the chat. I really don't remember her fighting on the internet, especially with Kanye. Let me see if I can make this bigger. You guys know I can't read. This is what she said. Kanye's constant attacks on me in interviews and on social media is actually more hurtful than any TikTok North might create. As the parent who is the main provider and caregiver of our 4 children, that's what struck a spark in Kanye. Like, she's the main provider. Like, she has all the say. She does all the work. He doesn't. I'm not saying this is true or false. I'm just reading what's going on. I am doing my best to protect our daughter while also allowing her to express her creativity in the media that she wishes with adult supervision, because it brings her happiness. Divorce is difficult enough on our children, and Kanye's obsession with trying to control and manipulate our situation so negatively and publicly is only causing further pain for our family. From the beginning, I have wanted nothing but healthy and supportive co-parenting relationship because it is what is best for our children. And it saddens me that Kanye continues to make it impossible every step of the way. I wish to handle all matters regarding our children privately. She's saying this on a public forum. And hopefully we can finally respond to the third attorney he has had in the last year to resolve any issues amicably. Now that's shade. That's shade. Okay. So that's bad enough. You guys are like arguing on social media and you're saying things that could be hurtful, Kim, to Kanye when you say you're the sole provider. Okay, so Kanye responded. This is crazy, people. I'm telling you, it's crazy. And this is what he said. What do you mean by main provider? America saw you try to kidnap my daughter on her birthday by not providing the address. You put security on me inside. This is so serious. You put security on me inside the house to play with my son, then accused me of stealing. I had to take a drug test after Chicago's party because you accused me of being on drugs. Tracy Rumelas, stop manipulating Kim to be this way. That's some serious stuff, people. That's all kind of accusations out there. She's saying that you're on drugs. Is this true? I mean, you said she said it. I mean, are you on drugs? You're accusing her of kidnapping the daughter and playing head games with the kids. This should be off social media, but it's not. And did it stop there? No. Oh, yeah, it did stop there. Okay, because that's not it. And then he posted the rules to TikTok, which says if we learn any person under the age of 13 is using or posting on TikTok without using TikTok for younger users, they will be removed. It's heavy. So listen. So we have two sides of the stories here going on in the media. One, people are saying Kim is lying, being manipulative, and trying to control the situation. She really is using her kids against Kanye. She excludes them from things. She doesn't include them in everything. She gave him the runaround for the birthday party, making him take drug tests, and she knows that he's bipolar. Other people are saying Kanye is bipolar. He admitted this. When he's not taking his meds, it needs to be regulated. He needs to be in a controlled environment. So she is being right by choosing when he can and can't see his children. This is deep. This is deep. And don't forget, if they don't get their parenting skills together, it only affects the children. This is a hot, hot mess. I don't know whose side I'm on right now. Let's move over to Whoopi Goldberg really quickly. Oh, so we did this long video yesterday about Whoopi, and some people said she should be fired. Some people said she shouldn't be fired. I also played a tape of her being on the late night show, kind of trying to explain herself. She released a statement. She's been apologizing numerous times. Now let's talk about the rumors going on behind the scenes. Let me pull up his name. So the rumors are that they want to fire Whoopi, and they don't want it to cause a ruckus, which it might cause because Whoopi has a lot of supporters out there. A lot of her fellow celebrities came forward in support of her. I'm trying to put this article really quick. A lot of the public feels that she should stay on the show and that she didn't mean any harm. Well, word is Whoopi's getting very frustrated. She feels that her time is nearing and she doesn't want to be fired. She wants to go out with her head held up high. And in order for her to do that, she feels that she should quit the show. Bill Getty, not Getty, what is Bill's name? The producer, Bill Getty, it is Getty, says that he's just concerned about the show after Whoopi got suspended. He doesn't know if the show is going to go on, but really he's just saying that to save face. Rumor is that they want the show will go on, but without Whoopi. We got to talk about how we feel about this. Do I want her to quit, then be fired? It's a lot. They always got something going on over there on The View, don't they? It's always something. Every time I turn around, there is always a problem over there. And the final report is Mary Cosby. So early this morning, Page 6 came out, and let me find the article, and reported that Mary Cosby will be filming for The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Put this on the screen. And this is what they said. I hope I can read it. You guys, why haven't I got glasses? I don't know. No one feels sorry for me. It says exclusive. Mary Cosby has exited Salt Lake City after 2 seasons. However, page 6 confirmed that Mary will not be back, a source said. She did not enjoy her time on the show, and that she didn't have any bonds with the ladies, but she was spotted filming. Mary Cosby comes out and says, this is not true. I will not be filming for the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Okay, that's good. I accept that. But then here comes Bravo. Now, they could have just left it at that. She cleared it up. Why do you have to come in with the kill Andy Cohen? This is what they said. They released a statement and said, Mary Cosby will not be filming with the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City under any terms. She sealed her fate when she didn't show up to the reunion. But here's the thing. So you would think page 6 got it wrong. They're reporting, they got the story wrong. But no, I'm being told that Mary has been spotted around town with a film crew, possibly a private film crew. So, what? I mean, I don't know what's going on, what they got to go in the water. And we all know that they were spotted filming in front of Mary's church, Jen Shaw and Heather Gay, and that's when they ran across Uncle Ernie. So why are they even filming in front of the church if she's not going to be a part of the show? This is interesting conversation, people, we got going today. So let me bring up my girls. Hey, Diva.
Hey.
Hey, V. Okay, V.
Hey, Sharrell.
I was going to say, is she doing a sin on us? Did she fall asleep?
Tanya says, when Whoopi quits, the ratings will plummet. Whoopi finances are good. Well, that's really true. Thank you for the super chat. Let's talk about we want to talk about first? Kanye. Let's talk about Kanye first and go in order. Is Kim playing a head game with Kanye or vice versa? Is she really the puppet master? People are really saying this, that she's using his illness as being bipolar against him to make him seem erratic and that he doesn't know what he's doing. Who's going to go first?
They both playing games, right? And they need to think. I'm sorry, V, you want to go?
Okay, you already started. I don't cut the diva off.
So they both playing games, which is very unfair to the children, right? And it's not right. And they're both playing it out. He's taking his fight to social media, and then she's going to respond in social media. My thing is, the only reason why I'm not leaning towards he's that crazy, because when what's his name gave him the address to the party, you didn't hear that the other family members was pissed. Remember, he got the address from what's the name, Kylie's man. What is
Travis Scott.
He got the address from Travis Scott. So my thing is, if it was really that big of a deal, I don't think Travis Scott would have even gave him the address. And I think the other family members would have been a little bit pissed. Like, why would you give him the address knowing everything that's going on between him and Kim? If it was that bad.
You mean if he had mental problems, if it was that bad?
If he was being that crazy and doing something so harmful to Kim and the kids, I don't think that Travis would have gave him the address. Travis is not that crazy. And I think Kylie would have got pissed off if he did give the address. So he got the address to the birthday party. You was at the birthday party. So stop it, Kanye. And then to say kidnap, how is he kidnapping the kid that was never with you at the time?
But here's the thing, Diva, I gotta push back. Why is Travis Scott giving the address? Where the hell is Kim?
Yo, they bros, they boys. But you know what though? Here's the problem too. This is my personal opinion. I think when you are married and you split and kids are involved, they should do a mandatory waiting period before you can date someone else again. I think she started dating too quickly. It is driving Kanye crazy. But for the greater good,
crazy.
Yeah, it's driving crazy. But for the greater good of the children, I think you should chill. And if you do have a relationship, it should be on the side. You sneak out the back door late at night. He meets you on the corner, and you say goodbye, and then you go back.
What the hell is Diva talking about?
Kids shouldn't be introduced to this man so
Diva,
early
keep your
on.
personal life to
Yes,
yourself.
yes. The kid should not see no new guy, and you and daddy just broke up 2 seconds ago. I think it's too much too soon. And then Pete Davidson was allegedly, I think he was at the birthday party too. Like, it's too much. It shouldn't be. You got to get the kids used to you and daddy are no longer together. They shouldn't have to get used to you and daddy are no longer together. But now you got Mr. Pete here that you date, and it's too much. It's too much going on. So I think they both playing games. And I also think that Kanye is obsessed with Kim, and he's trying to turn the new girlfriend into a mini Kim. Like, he's losing it. He has lost it.
Let me read this, V, before you sound off. Kanye has been parading his girlfriend around town, and Kim doesn't care. He allegedly tried to start a rumor that Pete had the package. Yeah, I remember that. And now he's putting the kids' business on social media. He's the problem. Ooh, V, who's the problem, V? Who's the problem?
Well, I never thought the day would come when I would take up for Kanye Nut West, but I think that
V, you can't
in
say
this case, both of them have brought dysfunction to a whole new level.
Yeah,
and they are playing with their kids in the middle of this, and bouncing them kids back and forth, trying to play who's the worst parent. And their little girl is in the middle of this, getting drugged through this and suffering because evidently she needs some attention because she's trying to get it from TikTok. So I think that Kim needs to stop playing with Kanye Nut West.
V, okay, V, stop. Listen, I'm gonna have to push back, V. I'm gonna have to push back. Kanye showed erratic behavior way before Kim ever did. How do we not know that she is not the one manipulating this situation?
I said they brought dysfunctional to a whole new level. That means a dysfunctional family. She is crazy, and we all know he is. So she just when he do his crazy, she go one step further than his crazy. Then he'll do something crazy.
No. My point is, does Kim have a legit point? Is something really wrong with Kanye, and she needs to protect her children?
But she chose him, Sharrell. She chose him. You chose him.
It's too late,
you already knew that he was a little unhinged, and then you decided to get married to him and have 4 babies with him. So this is what you chose. This is a life you signed up for. So you got to deal with it.
First of all, back up. Y'all not gonna double team me. That's number one. Number 2 is he admitted to having mental issues. What if they're getting worse? What if they're getting worse?
Well, that's expected. Most of the time when people have mental issues, they do get worse. But Kim is already aware of this. Yeah, a lot of times
she's aware of it. So what? Now I gotta put up with his antics?
She's aware of it. So since you're aware, then you handle him with kitten gloves. You don't put stuff in his face because you know at any moment he's possible to snap. So you just handle him because listen, you've been dealing with this since y'all got married. This is not nothing new to Kim. She dealt with it when he went through the whole Trump thing. She's been dealing with this behind doors for a long time. So you hit it when y'all was together and y'all was married. So do it some more for the love of the kids. Hide it some more. So just, you know what, let him run his antics, but you want to put in there, you are putting little things in there to pluck at the, the poke at the bear. You're going to put in there that you the main provider. Come on, you're both billionaires. Like, really though?
I know.
And then you're going to say your third lawyer. So you slinging shots. You slinging shots. Yeah. And you knew he didn't want the little girl on TikTok. And now you saying the best way for her to deal with this whole situation is because social media makes her happy. No, what would make her happy is you and daddy act right and act like adults.
Oh, diva!
Yeah. And you wouldn't be running around town with this Pete. And you just like my daddy. That's what make me happy. Get your life together. That ain't right.
All right, let's move on so I can start.
Kim trying to act brand new. Kim trying to act brand new, like she don't know Kanye was already nut.
Right.
She's trying to act brand new now. All of a sudden. all of a sudden she didn't
Kim
know.
Playing games. She's playing games.
Yeah.
So I
definitely,
don't.
definitely.
No, you're right. Everybody's to blame. Just pick a side because it's crazy. All right. Let's move on to Whoopi. Diva, don't cry. Hold on, I got a super chat. Kanye had the nerve to blast J and Beyonce for not wanting Blue Ivy around this mess. You don't see Blue on TikTok. Everyone tried to warn Kanye. Oh wow. She's kind of right. Kim wasn't trying to be around. Beyonce wasn't trying to be around Kim Kardashian. Let's talk about Whoopi Goldberg. Does she stay or does she quit? Did she wait for them to fire her or does she quit?
You gonna have to fire me.
Okay.
You gonna have to fire me. You gonna have to fire me and then pack up my box from my office and mail it to my house and tell security my badge can't work no more. No, you gonna fire me because see, if she quits, then there's no need for the people to get in an uproar because you quit. But if you get fired, then the people can back you and say, yo, y'all was dead wrong. So she's going to give them an easy way out if she quits. That's why I wouldn't quit. I would sit there and be like, okay, y'all want to suspend me for 2 more weeks or whatever y'all going to do. But y'all going to fire me, but I'm not leaving.
But V, do you understand her frustrations? I've apologized. It was an accident. You're not going to keep dragging me. And if you fire me, that takes away my pride and my dignity. Do you get that, V?
Well, yeah, she has to. I think she needs to quit and take the View with her, because when she leaves, there's no View.
Oh, you mean quit and take it down? Yeah. Oh, you don't think there's no View? You don't like Joy Behar?
There's no View without her.
Okay. All right.
No.
I heard what's the name was supposed to be coming back though. What's the one that married the guy, then they got divorced? Her name is slipping my mind right now.
Don't say Elizabeth Hasselbeck.
Star Jones.
Star Jones. I heard Star Jones.
Nobody want to see Star Jones.
I know, but this was before the whole Whoopi thing happened. I heard she was supposed to be coming back for another round. Her and Elizabeth Hasselbeck. I heard they were supposed to be coming back.
By View.
Ruin my day.
Take the View.
All right, let's talk about.
View gotta go.
Who gotta go?
She's at the View.
The View.
You protested. Everybody fight themselves.
Yeah, everybody just throw in the towel and instead of getting canceled, just come on next Friday or a couple Fridays from now and say, okay, we all decided amongst us, we going. Bye. It was good. It was real.
What does this say? Whoopi Cannon.
Something about maybe Nick Cannon and Whoopi. She's putting it together, try to decontextualize a tragedy.
What?
Oh, remember when Nick Cannon got in trouble for saying something on his podcast?
Ooh, yeah.
So I think she's putting the names together. Yeah,
I remember that. And then Mary Cosby. They made it clear she's not coming back. Did you guys know that Andy got his star today on the Walk of Fame? Andy Cohen.
Saw that.
Does he deserve it?
Well, listen, you can say what you want about Andy, but he built up that Housewives franchise from scratch, right? And it blew up and it across so many cities, right, and states. He deserves it. He deserves it.
Anyway, V, why is Mary Cosby walking around with a camera crew and she doesn't have a job? What is she doing?
We don't know. Mary may be coming up with her own show that we don't know about.
Filming her own pilot.
Known to just off the cuff. Yeah, she doing her pilot right now. She's just known to just off the cuff and just do whatever she thinks, whatever she wants. But they told her, I think, didn't they tell her she was fired? I hope they told her.
Mary, yeah, she's not coming back. When you leave a reunion, that's his golden child. That's the diamond. You fired yourself. So she didn't want to quit. I missed a super chat who said Kate. She gave me $50. I can't believe I missed that. Thank you, Kate. Keep up the great work. Your channel is a positive and fun place to be daily. Thank you, Kate. I really appreciate that. That's super sweet. All right, let's start talking to
What's up?
It make sense. You gotta make it make sense. Let's start
first off, Diva, When have you had a backdoor relationship?
Where's
Because
Ms.
it
Hyde?
sounded like you knew what you were talking about.
He called you out, Diva. He called you out.
Hey, the kid will not meet any uncles, any extra uncles that are not blood related. Nah, you ain't seeing nothing. You ain't seeing the inside of my house. I see you on the corner, and that's it. Bye.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, men, you can't keep having different uncles. This is not going. How long she's been broken up with Kanye? They're still going through it, and now here comes David with Pete Davidson. Like, what's your take on this mess? Who's playing games, Kanye or Kim?
Uncle number
I think
3.
both of them are playing games, but like you have to remember when they got together, it was like a mutually beneficial relationship. So Kanye was having money problems. We remember he had to borrow $20 million from Jay-Z. Right.
Yeah.
And Kim, even though she was famous, she wasn't exactly accepted in those type of circles. She wanted a different level of fame, and Kanye was able to give that to her. The problem is both of them have exploited the children. Kim had the children on the show. Kanye had the kids on his music video. And he also did something that I think is unforgivable. And I think a lot that Kim did was unforgivable. But when Kanye got on the mic and said that Kim wanted to terminate her pregnancy, that was when I was done with Kanye, because you can't take that back.
Whoa. Let me push back. What if he was off his meds and having medication problems? Do we really crucify him for something like that?
Yes, because his daughter is going to see that. Period. Flat. And Kanye has done this. He's like a shock jock.
You heard that sometimes if you're not on your meds or you don't get them right, that you get manic. I'm sure he was manic when he got up there and hijacked, was it Taylor Swift's speech?
Mm-hmm.
So he does erratic things.
Don't go on the mic then. Your daughter, at some point, North is going to know that her mom wanted to terminate her. Flat, period. You can't take that back, Sharrell.
So if Kanye gets really manic like he does, Kim is supposed to protect her children and really watch when they can and can't see their father?
If he is that manic, yes. Like, the courts need to get involved and they need to determine exactly what level, because, we can speculate that he's bipolar. We can speculate all these things. He needs to go and see somebody. Not that I think Kim is innocent, but in terms of the children, we have seen him say and do things that could harm the children. Like, so that's just out there. Mental health is very important. Yeah. You need to, if you are administered a medicine, you need to take it. And if you're not taking it, it's probably best not to get on a microphone in front of 20 million people and expose things about your family.
But too bad they don't know. They don't know like that they're out of control when that happens. So was he wrong for saying that? Absolutely. But was he in control of what he was really saying? I'm going to say no.
But do we know that though, Diva?
Exactly.
That's another speculation. We don't know. What we do know is Kanye has consistently gotten on the mic and done and said horrible things.
We don't know. Is there a possibility that Kanye, this is just his personality? He's been this way since day one.
Kanye has been, to me, been so far out there that cannot be his personality. He has to be.
He's been that way since day one.
Forever.
It's not like he was a different Kanye and all of a sudden his behavior changed. He's been like that since day one. How do we know?
I felt like he turned that way after his mother passed. I don't remember all of the craziness from day one.
Yeah.
I don't.
From day one, he's just
George Bush does not like black people.
Yeah, but his mother had cancer already, and it was
he was on
meds.
Always been controlling. When he got in the car accident,
you guys know those little kids. You guys know those little kids that are manic in school, and then they grow up to be still the same way. Kanye probably was like that as a young child. And then he grew up and it just got bigger. The problems just got bigger.
He's been like that for a long time. He could have bipolar, and it's also a chance he's a natural born jerk with bipolar. He could be a jerk. He could be a jerk with bipolar, which makes it difficult to handle. Huh?
I don't know why Kim dating Pete is so much worse. than Kanye dating all the people
because he's
dating.
got a bad reputation too. Let me read the super chat really quick. I live here in Hollywood. The transients will be delighted to have Andy's new star to poop on. Really, Wendy?
Ooh, wow. Wow.
Let's touch on that real quick, Mims. Does Andy Cohen deserve a star on the Walk of Fame?
I think he should have a star, and it should be half a star. It should be him and Nene Leakes, him and Bethany Frankel, because he did put that together. But realistically, these women are the ones that did the work. These women are the ones that deserve the star. So I don't think he should have his own star. And it was weird seeing his boyfriend John Mayer present it to him.
That's his boyfriend?
No, not really.
Oh, I was gonna
but
say,
they took a picture hugged up like you would with your girlfriend.
Oh! Is John Mayer?
No, he's not. But it was.
Mims, that's not a funny joke. I really thought. Oh, it makes sense now.
No, you check out the picture, Sharrell, and you see he has a picture like maybe Perry stands behind you and holds you like that.
You never
That's
know.
how they took pictures at this event. So
Andy loves his menses. Remember, we interviewed the boyfriend. Also, who am I missing here? Just come in here.
Yeah, he shut the door. You're making too much noise.
I don't think Whoopi should get fired. I don't think that Whoopi needs to be fired. I do feel as though Whoopi was needed during the election time. Mm-hmm. I think she was important to have her, especially being the mediator between Megan and the rest of the girls. And the View's ratings were so good, they became like the voice of the people during the election years.
But you said a key word. Right. The Views were so good.
Well, you're shady.
I know.
But I think that she's done everything that she needed to do on that show. Sometimes you just outgrow a situation. And I think that Whoopi being an EGOT, being who she is, she doesn't need to come here every day and fight and have all of her words picked apart every single day. I don't think that people are giving her the respect that she deserves.
But she wants to have them picked every day or she would have quit. Right?
That's what I'm saying. I think that she should have quit after.
Did my dog just bust the door open? What is going on here?
Perry shut the door and your dog said, "No, I need to get in there."
Let's bring up some more people. Let me read this. Listen to Kanye on Drink Champs. He is aware of the Kardashians' PR machine. This is true. And he is using the media to fight back against their machine. Is he a victim? Let's take some more calls.
He's not a victim.
Hi, Curves. How are you?
Oh, what's good, everybody? What's good, Sharrell? Hey, Mims.
What's up, everybody?
Hi, Inspiration. How are you?
I'm well. How are you? How are you guys doing?
We're talking about some serious stuff here, because is Kanye really a victim of the PR machine, or is Kim playing? Who's at fault?
Listen, they're both at fault. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna let you go, Curves. Go ahead, honey.
Calling Yeezy a dope fiend is as damaging as telling the world that Kim wanted to terminate her, plus the sex tapes, plus seeing mommy kiss Pete on SNL before he becomes your stepdad while he was, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of wrongness going on. And to try to I'm not even the Kardashian fan. I watched one episode way back when, and, they just don't interest me. And I love reality TV, but this particular clan has not interested me.
Curves, he was just kissing that girl. Right. He was just tonguing that girl. He released pictures where they were laying on his in his closet tonguing. So
you mean the new one that wears trash bags with him?
The one who wears trash bags, right?
Yeah, well, that was after she already kissed Pete on the SNL.
Come on, Curves. Educate, Curves. Educate, Curves. Educate. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
He even said that he was at the was Saturday Night Live with them. And he said, he did an interview and said, "And you kissing your boyfriend in front of me while I'm there. How are you going to invite your ex or soon to be ex or whatever, and then you there with your new man? That's taunting. That's taunting him. Don't do that. Don't do that."
She wants him to flip out, so she could be like, "Calm down. Why are you flipping out?" You know what I'm saying? That's what she wants.
Yeah. That's what
And
they
he
do. That's what they
unfortunately
do.
came into it because he crazy.
Because he still wants her. He still wants her.
You're muted, Sharrell.
You
Sharrell.
muted, Sharrell. You mute.
Sorry. Inspiration. People in the chat are saying we are hating on Kim. Respond to that.
Listen, them Kardashians ain't got nothing coming over here. They're both playing an ugly game, but Kanye is having to play offense. And Mims, hey Mims, I don't agree with what he said at all. Like that would be the final straw. I would have had to like.
What part?
That she was going to terminate the pregnancy. That's just too much. I don't agree with that at all. But we cannot sit here and act like we have not seen these women destroy baby daddies and their men. Okay, and other random men all throughout history. They have a history of doing this. And if I were her and wanting to get Kanye out of our children's lives, this is exactly what I would do. I would smear him I would smear him. All he's doing right now is doing exactly what they do, only he's doing it a little better.
Okay,
they are not used to anyone fighting back like this.
Here comes the pushback, Inspiration. Kanye's not the only one. I mean, Kim's not the only one with a reputation. Kanye has a reputation of being erratic.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not disagreeing with you at all.
If he's having a bipolar moment, if he's manic, or if this is just his personality, doesn't she have a right to like kind of shield her children from him? Like maybe we don't want you at the birthday party because you've been acting, off the chains lately.
And remember, Hart, he also moved next door. They divorced.
And
he bought the house across the street.
Can you explain why? Because he got to be his kids.
That is a stalker syndrome. He's acting like a stalker.
That's a little bit OJ.
Is he, or does he want to see his kids? Like if he's doing it because
he moved to Wyoming before they were divorced. He spent most of his time in Wyoming, so it's not like he wants to see them.
That's not
he tried to get her to come to Wyoming too. Let's not act like he just like up and moved to Wyoming and just like negated and said, "Oh, I never want to see my children." Before they've officially split up, he was trying to get her to move there to get the kids out of the Hollywood life.
Yep.
And get them out of that whole scenario. So, I mean, there's a lot of history we're kind of forgetting. And so in order to see his kids, if that's what he had to do, then that's what he had to do. Yes, he's erratic, but take him to court.
V, is it creepy to move across the street from your ex?
V.
Well, in his case, no, because he need to watch them. He need to watch them Kardashians.
Right.
Because they will inch him right on out. Next thing he know, he be calling his kids from looking through the window, talking to his kids.
That's not what happened. They drove that poor man crazy.
He said, looking through the window.
Now he I know he got a bad history. Everybody know that he's erratic. Everybody know that he's bipolar. Everybody know that. But they are just like what's her name said. They are destructive. They go for the throat. They will try to take him down. He will not. His kids won't even know who he is when Kim get through with him if he don't watch it and stay on top of her.
Do I need to remind you that Kanye has an also equally erratic background?
Yeah, Kanye is like off.
I said he did
too much.
Yeah, I said he did. He's got all kind of. Yeah, he's got all kind of.
As a mother. History. And you know that your guy, even if you know it from the beginning, is erratic, like Diva's saying, when he gets on those manic
it makes it easier for her. It makes it easier for Kim. So now she can use that against him. Because it makes it easier for her to do what she do.
When you have a man that you already know something not right, but you choose to still have 3 more kids with him, well, you signed up for this. So now deal with what you signed up for, because you knew after Chicago that stuff was off, but you wanted to have your big family. So you decided to have another one. You knew after the other one, something wasn't quite right, but you still had 2 more. So now you want to have 4 kids by a man that you knew from the beginning there was some issues going on, but then you want to hold the kids back from him? No, you should have just got a donor from the lab. You don't do that with a real life person to hold the kids back from your man.
Really, Diva? Really?
Well, conversely, Kanye knew that Kim and her family destroyed black men. So why did he get with her?
And he walked right in there.
I think no. Listen, the black men that signed up to date them, they knew what they was getting into. So you
Kanye
was doing
too.
a mutual thing. So they can't destroy you if you don't sign up for it. So those men signed up for it. So I don't really roll with that particular story. My thing is, Kim, you knew what he was when you got with him and you laid down and you had
That
to
does not mean you have to stay married to a erratic person.
I'm not saying you have to stay married to him, but you still have to allow the kids in their father's life. You would say, let me tell you back
under
when I was
certain guidelines.
You know, when I was growing up, Sharrell, if he had a drunk uncle in the family, my grandmother would say, he's still coming here for Thanksgiving. You still gonna respect him as your uncle. You're not gonna say a word. And when he's fall asleep or whatever, mind your business. But that's
in my family, my mom said that drunk ain't coming over here and ruin Thanksgiving.
Can I push back really quick? Can I push back really quick?
Yeah.
So, Diva, that kind of mentality, I think we moved away from it, because that's the same mentality that had Kenya at 4 years old having to be around her mother who would not speak or acknowledge her.
Man.
Right?
Bringing
we have to acknowledge that everything is not for everybody. Every toxic family member, we don't have to put up with them just because they're family. So I know a lot of people who have had maybe DV or some form of abusive relationship, and that kid has 2 birthday parties, and that's fine. The kid just thinks we're celebrating my birthday twice. Like,
yeah, but you know what, man, I get what you're saying. But as an adult, if you want to roll with that, I understand what you're saying, right? But as an adult, if I lay down, I know there was problems with this man. I want to lay down and have 4 kids with him, and then I want to hold the 4 kids back from him. That's dead wrong. You got a father that actively wants to be in his kid's life. If you got security, because y'all got mad cash, you got security, you got all the resources that an average person would not have if they had a person with this situation. So you got security, you have cameras, you have everything, you got nannies. Let this man see his kids, have security with them and the nannies or whoever else. But don't hold somebody back from their father. You was good with him up until a certain point, and now you want to say he's just a disaster. A lot of people, when they divorce with somebody or they breaking up with somebody, now all of a sudden the person is a monster. But you just was with them for 11 years. You was just with them for 5 years, and now all of a sudden they a monster and they can't see their kids. Now we can't do that.
You have to. There's such a thing as
I got Diva heated.
That Kim knows that keeping the kids away from him is triggering his manism or his manic whatever. She knows after being with him, she was handling him. Everybody used to say she was handling him, right? So she knows exactly what he's doing by threatening and then following through on making it difficult for him to see his kids, triggering him into an episode in public. So then she can be like, oh, he's having an episode. It's dangerous for him to be around the kids. You keeping him away from the kids is the reason he just had the episode, though.
Exactly. And the thing is, because what it can look like right
now. Yeah, look what it can look like right now is this was a calculated plan. She wanted a family. She wanted X amount of kids. All she needed was the father. He had enough money, okay? And then when the time got right, move him out the way, and you still got your family.
Let me push back. Corey.
Yeah.
Super Chat says, I believe Kanye is worried about Kim's parenting skills. She has shown
royalty.
Listen, neither one of them have great parenting skills, okay? Neither if Miss Donda was still alive, I would say go ahead and let him have 50-50 custody, because she would make sure those kids were okay. She would make sure that she taught them the right way to be, because over on the Kardashian side, there's no way. You know what? I fear for every last Kardashian offspring, because these people are nothing but narcissists.
The whole family, Corey?
Yes, the whole family. The whole family, even Kate Lynn.
Oh, now you drag Caitlyn back into the family?
Yeah.
OJ's daughter too.
She got problems too.
OJ's daughter too.
Yeah. The hairdresser's daughter. Yeah. Yeah, the hairdresser's daughter. Right, OJ ain't had nothing to do with Chloe.
I want to change the topic really quickly. Men's, you're glowing. Drop the skincare routine. Really quickly, I want to change it to Whoopi. stay or go. What would you do, Corey?
If I was Whoopi, I'd take my dignity and leave, because what they're trying to do and what I think is so wrong, I don't think it's the Disney part of the ABC family that's doing this to Whoopi, because they would never do that to Whoopi, because she has bought Disney plenty money over the years. What this is the ABC news arm of the conglomerate. And what they have done is they have turned a Black woman who is the president of ABC against another Black woman for misspeaking, also apologizing, and then bringing someone on from the Anti-Defamation League to help her educate herself and others who think like her. So
push back on that. Is this a conspiracy?
This is a conspiracy.
Behind this inspiration?
It's a conspiracy. Yes, it is. They're using another Black woman to destroy another one.
Yes.
This is what I think. I think it's Disney more so than ABC, because
no, I think it's ABC.
Disney, hang on one second. Disney did the same thing to Gina Carano when she made some similar.
No,
almost similar, but not quite.
Hang on. Those are apples and oranges.
Hear me?
Though.
But no, it's
not. Corey, let
anytime anybody references the Holocaust or says something that is not on the talking points, then this is what the reaction is. I was listening yesterday, and I think both Diva and V kind of said this: you live by the sword, you die by the sword. What unfortunately is happening is now that same thing, that same cancel culture is coming back for her. I don't think that she should be canceled, period. I don't think that at all. But they've decided that Whoopi is no longer of use to them.
Okay,
so
real quick.
At the end of the day, that's what it is. And so you can't ask for people to be canceled and then not expect for it to bite you in the butt on the way out. This is the problem that we're facing right now. I'm sorry, go ahead. I will yield.
I want to push back.
Push back. Go ahead, Pierre.
Let me push back. Gina
back.
Carano and Whoopi Goldberg's situation are apples and oranges. Gina Carano was heralding the fact of there was an insurrection held on our Capitol. That's why she was
fired well before that. She was fired well before that.
But that was the straw in the camel's back. That was the straw.
No, she was fired well before, a long time before that.
That was the straw in the camel's back.
Oh, I don't know the Gina Carano situation. Who is that? Somebody fill me real quick.
She is a former MMA fighter turned wannabe terrible actor who was on The Mandalorian, which is a Star Wars entity. Which Star Wars is a mirror for World War II and what happened during that era. So she feels that way, then it's against the culture, it's against the messaging of the media form that she's participating in. So she had to go.
Okay.
At what point do we stop that? At what point do we say what has to, because all this conversation tomorrow could be deemed as it has to go. And then what happens when we get canceled?
Okay.
You're talking.
They can cancel me because I don't care. Because you can only be canceled if you let them cancel you.
Right?
No. How does that work, Corey?
You would have to lay there and take it.
I think Whoopi needs an apology.
She apologized. How many?
No, I gotta go back. Hold on, Corey. You can only be canceled if you let yourself be canceled.
Exactly. You cannot listen.
But how does that work?
Listen, they kicked me off of Twitter because I told
you got kicked off Twitter?
I got kicked off of Twitter because I told
what's
the chick on Fox? What's the chick on Fox? Ingram, that she was a stupid racist idiot because Converse is a part of Nike. So they kicked me off of Twitter for that.
Well, why would you?
Forever.
Oh,
you're kicked off Twitter forever?
Forever. Because I called her a stupid idiot for not knowing that Converse was a subsidiary of Nike.
Okay, but should you have been kicked off? You should not have been kicked off. That's my point exactly.
But guess
you
what?
How did you let yourself get kicked off?
But you know what? It doesn't bother me because That's just one
Why
platform.
did you lay down and let them cancel you? You
I
went
didn't
out
lay down and let me. I didn't. I appealed it and it didn't work.
You
So
know what?
that's that.
But
Heart
you're
of
I don't care about
inspiration.
Twitter.
No,
Twitter
yes.
is just
Heart of
that's just
inspiration.
social
Are you
media.
talking freedom of speech? Is that what you're getting at?
I'm talking freedom of speech. I'm talking freedom of speech.
But that's a private platform. They can do whatever they want.
I'm talking freedom of
Corey, I'm not
speech
following
because
you
that
today.
actually, while it's a private platform, so to speak, it's
Mhm.
also a public platform upon which we share ideas.
Mhm.
Right. And
Yeah.
so as such, there is a responsibility to still go along with the First Amendment. Right. There's still that thing. We
Come
have
on,
to be
inspiration. Bring it
careful.
home.
We
That's
have to be,
good.
I'm so sorry, but we have to be careful when, and I've seen this happen. I'm a woman of a certain age. I'm 53 years old. I have seen this happen.
I'm 46.
I've been on college campuses where the KKK wanted to come speak. I've been here, there, and everywhere. Okay. The thing is I might not like your speech, but the minute we continue to be the thought police and decide today this is the right think and the right speech, tomorrow I guarantee you it will be yours because
Yeah,
it
it's gonna hit
no
us.
longer serves
Well, it's going to be
somebody
ours.
else's needs, wants, and or desires. It does not feed their power. That's my point.
Right.
But it's
Whoopi no
already
longer
in
feeds their power.
already in the air.
The ADL, Anti-Defamation League, they are the ones in charge of saying what's what for Jewish community or whatever.
Mhm.
And on their site, they had a definition of racism that said specifically it had to do with the color of people's skin.
Mhm.
After Whoopi got in trouble and they changed the definition,
I knew they would do that.
and then they said it was because it's freaking what was the word? They revised the definition to take out the term color because that was too general, and they needed to revise it to include the ethnicity of being a Jew.
Exactly. So they could put the nail on Whoopi's coffin.
Let me push back really quick. Mims, is Whoopi a victim of the cancel culture?
I hope not. I think they're trying, but I definitely hope not, because I didn't feel that there was any malice in what she said. It might not have been the most, it was an ignorant comment, I'll say that much, but it was not anything that should cause Whoopi Goldberg to be canceled, period.
I'm going to have a conversation with the local JC here in Baltimore. If y'all have any questions y'all want me to ask her.
Ask who?
The Jewish Community Center?
Yes.
No, we broke that down yesterday. And I think...
Oh, I'm sorry,
Go ahead, Diva, go ahead.
Here's the thing. I think this is kind of what Heart of Inspiration is saying, that the problem is when we don't fight for, no matter who it is, not to be canceled for what they say, then that's when eventually it's going to hit us. So nobody fought when they wanted to cancel Sharon Osbourne. Regardless of whether you agree or not, she was giving her opinion. She was saying her words when she said it. But, you know, when she got canceled, it's like we pick and choose. If we don't want you anymore and the cancel committee is coming for you, we're like, yeah, cancel them.
But Diva,
I can't back somebody that I don't agree with their viewpoint. I can't do that.
I'm not asking
don't
for you
some
to
people
back
have
them.
to be held accountable? We can't
Held
just not
accountable
cancel
and
everybody.
canceled.
Two
Held
different
accountable and canceled are two different things. So what we're saying is, when you allow for one person to be canceled at any level for something, then don't watch out. The cancel is going to come for you. And then you're going to be crying like, oh, but I didn't mean that. Well, that's the same thing they were saying. They didn't mean it, but you let them be canceled. So how do you not think it's not going to come for you? So unfortunately, and I said this yesterday with Whoopi, it's not, even though to what I feel, that it wasn't, she didn't mean it on a certain level, but yet we allowed 10 to 15 to 20 other people get canceled. So that's why they're going to say, rah, how are you not going to cancel her, but you cancel these other people?
Then they didn't cancel Meghan McCain then.
Right. They didn't cancel Megan.
They didn't cancel Meghan.
And Whoopi
Sharrell
spoke specifically on her show about her being against cancel culture. So she was one of the people saying people should have freedom to speak and say how they feel
except
on
for
her
the
show
fact
and
that
on her
she
platform.
came for the people that she didn't agree with.
I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I want people to be canceled, especially if I don't like you.
Listen, and that's all
I'm
fine, well and
human.
good. I'm just saying that I don't think she should be canceled. I don't think that she should lose her job. I think she gave an opinion. I think the problem is we play fast and loose with the meanings of words, and so they'll change at any given moment in time. And so what could be considered race one day is not considered race the next day. I mean, because to me, I'm gonna tell you what. I don't know the difference a lot of times between an Italian and a Frenchman and a this and a that. Okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the difference, but they do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we play fast and loose and we change the meanings of these words. I don't think she should be.
Yeah, but inspiration, here comes the pushback.
Yep, go ahead.
You're saying if it was something she said to offend Black people, you have a right to be mad and angry and fight back and ask for her cancellation.
No, I'm not. No, I don't.
We ask for people's cancellations all the time.
I don't personally. This is why I don't live and die by that sword. That's what I'm saying is that
I got you.
I would rather educate, and I would rather say, okay, you know what? I don't agree with you. I'm not going to watch your TV show. I'm not going to look at this. I'm not, whatever the case is, I'm not going to support you.
That's a form of cancellation. That is.
But are we That's global cancellation. It's an individual cancellation. It's not global cancellation. Exactly. So with Sharon Osbourne, when that happened with her and Sharrell Underwood on The Talk, my first thing was they had an opportunity the next day to bring them back to the table and talk about it, but they canceled her. They fired her, and
because that wasn't her first offense to a Black woman.
I'm fine that Jenny from Salt Lake City got canceled for what she did. I'm fine with her not being on the show.
Exactly,
but that's what we're trying to say. Because we're fine with certain people being canceled, then you can't be mad when they come and cancel somebody that you like. You agree to the cancel committee, then they're there. You
can't have people out here disrespecting Black women. I'm sorry. Sharrell had to go.
I hear disrespecting Jewish people.
We can't have it, period. We can't have it, period.
Hold on. Let me wrap it up. I'm going to start with you, Curves. So Whoopi's in the situation she's in.
Yeah.
Stay and get fired or quit. Which do you do?
I think she should stay.
Inspiration?
She should stay.
She should stay. Corey?
Quit. Keep your dignity.
Ooh, Corey. What about your paycheck?
She don't need a paycheck. She worth $60 million.
Oh, Mims?
I think she should leave. You should only be in places where people respect you and respect your position. She's moderated for that show for so many years, and Meghan McCain was allowed to run amok for 4 or 5 years and say all kinds of horrible things like the China virus, and she didn't get a 2-week suspension. I think somebody said yesterday that 2-week suspension is like $190,000 that she's losing in those 2 weeks times. So go where you're loved, go where people support you. She doesn't need the View. She's bigger than the View.
Ooh, what happened? How did this conversation go off the rails? Let me take one more caller.
It started when Diva started talking about having backdoor relationships.
I'm with Diva. I've had a couple backdoors too, Diva. I'm with you, girl.
Let me add one more. Amy J, pick a side really quickly because I'm about to wrap things up. And I meant to bring more people up, but this got heated. Kanye or Kim, who's in the wrong?
Kim.
There you go.
And the reason why is because she knows about his mental illness. She knows this trigger. She knows everything about him. She had children when he was having mental breakdowns, and now she's requiring him to get himself together within the guidelines of how she wants it. You can't do that. You knew exactly what you were dealing with, and you need to kind of like pull off the band-aid nice and slow. Yes, you can move on. Yes, you can get your own spot. Yes, you can put up boundaries, but how she's doing it is only going to make it even worse. And I just don't think it's right.
And she has another man with mental illness underneath her wing.
Right? I think she doesn't consider. I don't think she's really with Pete. I think she's doing this to expose Kanye more to get more leverage in court. I don't see her.
But why play with another person with mental illnesses? Emotions, what can trigger him, and he has a personality disorder.
Wait, no, hold on. No, we can't say that Pete doesn't have value. Pete has dated Ariana Grande. He has dated
That's not
another like
reason why
beautiful actress. I
Ariana
can't think of her
Grande
name.
ain't nobody.
Kate Beckinsale.
No, but
So
Kim is very strategic, and she is trying to move out of this relationship to seek her political goals. She wants to go into politics, but she cannot do that with the easy transition. I see her doing this until she can get Kanye completely out of their lives, and she can then go on and do what she wanted to do, is go into politics.
But Kanye ain't gonna lay down though.
Kanye does not agree with her lifestyle. He doesn't like where she was going. This is why he torpedoed her political agendas by going for president and making it into a buffoonery look. And if she sees this, they both are very strategic. This is why she is separating from him. But she's doing things to irritate him, to make him be more in the public and make him do more erratic things so she can get her way in court. But when it comes down to those children, you knew exactly what after baby number 2, I would have closed up shop and started moving to a different direction. You had 2 children, surrogate, using this man's sperm, and now you want to throw him to the wolves. No, you can't do that.
You can't do that. Come on, Amy J.
He's not gonna let it happen though. He gonna fight her all the way.
Kanye he's just not time for it.
Okay, final question, because I'm on a time schedule. Whoopi, quit or wait to get fired?
Whoopi should be fired. And the reason why I say that, she actively participated in cancel culture. I'm not a cancel culture person, but she actively participated in cancel culture on that show. She always was very judgmental of people who had faults and stuff. And she's like, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. I don't believe in cancel culture, but she has been a spearhead with a lot of those people, even though it's some things that were not okay. Like, she should have been the first person speaking out when Sharon Osbourne got fired, because people misspeak all the time in those forums, and she didn't do anything. They all agreed with her being fired. So Whoopi, you gotta go. And
Sharrell, can I say one thing really quickly? Thing? So I did a little deep dive on Whoopi yesterday. Amy J, do you remember when Mel Gibson came out and he called his girlfriend a pig, SLUT, and then said that if she were to get R-worded by some N-words, it would be her fault? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Whoopi was the one that said, I don't think we should cancel him.
Whoopi only
hold on one second. He's not a racist. Don't cancel him. He's been in my home.
Yeah, but then she also sat there and went after Rosie O'Donnell, who was speaking about black boys being racially profiled in stores, and she shredded that woman, and almost to the point that she got her fired when she had to leave. So Whoopi she twerks on the fence whenever she wants to when she's alighted with a person, she's cool with them, she'll defend them. But when it's time to stick up and do the right thing, a lot of times she's been on the wrong side of history.
Well, that's the thing that you're talking about. Who's determined what is the right thing, right? Like, what we're saying is freedom of speech.
Yeah, but she went after Rosie in such a vicious way. She did a lot of stuff where she ran people off that panel. Her and Joy Behar. I'm not saying she's a horrible person, but she participates in cancel culture. So if you're going to do it, then you should be able to handle it when it comes your way. That's the way I look at it. Period.
All right. I gotta end it there. Why can't we have a civil conversation, people?
This was civil.
This was good. Everybody got their opinion out.
I was ready to
I'm sorry.
Except you asked everybody their opinion and stop when it got to me.
Okay, can you do it really quickly? Because I got another video.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
All right.
They know everybody know how I feel.
Thank you, Kurt. Thank you, Inspiration.
Thank you.
You brought your A game today. I had no idea you were kicked off of.
That's all right. I don't need it anyway. I've done fine without it.
Can I say
We're
something?
gonna be tweeting, and Corey gonna be writing us a letter. That was so unnecessary. I'm sorry, Corey.
No, it's fine. I've
okay.
come
You come on here.
with
You don't need Twitter. You come on here and say what you gotta say.
I sure do.
Thank you, Amy J. Thank you, man.
Okay.
Thank you, V. Oh, thank you, guys.
All right, love y'all.
Love you too. Take care.
Bye.
Bye. That was a good one. That was a really good show.
That was
a good show. All right. I wanted to thank everyone for your super chats. If I didn't get a chance to read your super chats, I do apologize. Sometimes the conversation gets so intense, no one listens to me. And I don't have time to read them, but I do appreciate them. Thank you, chat, for being so involved. If I didn't get to you backstage, I do apologize. I do apologize, but this hot conversation got heated. Who knew? So on 3, let's say bye, guys. 1, 2, 3. Bye.